If you could only pick one, would you rather Camavinga or Kai Havertz? They both have 180 potential, and both should be in their prime for the remaining 9 seasons of the game. With first pick in the draft, it was up to Tom FM to decide. Let's take a look at his team from season 1. Now there's obviously a few more gaps that he needs to fill this season, but both players would slot in very nicely to this team. Pellegrini is very versatile, so he could play in a deeper role to make space for Havertz in the number 10 position. Camavinga would provide great protection and energy in front of the defence, of course. There were 30 players available in the draft for season 2, but considering Tom already has Martinelli, I don't think he would be tempted by someone like Rafael Leao for his first pick. No superstars, but a lot of talent on offer here. And it was Camavinga who Tom went for. He's going to be a great player to build his midfield around and will no doubt be at the peak of his powers for the next 9 seasons. Here's the rest of the first round draft picks. I don't know what you guys think, but I thought 2 of these picks were a bit sus. Vardiol is a solid player and will be in his prime for the whole game, but I don't think he's going to be the guy to change the fortunes of Sweet Left Foot's team. I think my Pau Torres meme got to him. Sorry, Mike. The other questionable pick for me in the first round was Sandro Tonali. I'm not questioning Tonali himself, as he's a good player and has still got room to grow. It's based on who was still left on the board at the time. From the pilot series, Reece James and Theo Hernandez were the best players in their positions. I also think fullbacks have more impact on FM than a deep line playmaker, but that's personal preference. Dunk is the pilot champion, so who am I to question the big dog? So here's a roundup of the other players drafted and the budget each team has to work with on the upcoming draft. The people available for auction can be split into 3 categories. The first of which is managers. Only 3 are available each season, and they'll have various perks to provide to their team. Nagelsmann is our gold manager this season, providing an instant boost to club facilities. So this will help training, but also the quality of youngsters coming out of the academy. Ancelotti can use his experience in the world of football to set up loan moves for up to 2 players in the team per season. Atalanta manager Gasperini provides a weaker version of the Pep Guardiola perk. He's also using a funky formation with 5 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, and 2 attacking midfielders behind a solo striker, the only width in the team coming from the wing-backs. The next category is players over the age of 32, who are likely to be on the decline, but could still do a job for teams in the short term. We saw what they could do for Romford last season. I've picked out 3 of the old boys that caught my eye, and also have good natural fitness, which should give their careers a bit more longevity. It will be interesting to see if any of the teams go big on De Bruyne or Lewandowski, essentially forcing the team into a win-now situation. Kieran Trippier is the other player I picked out, who has great technical stats and less reliant on his physicals, so that could do a job for at least 2 to 3 seasons. The final category of players, my personal favourite, is the youngsters under 20. I've picked out Rico Lewis due to his great versatility. If he can get good game time this season, he should develop into a great squad player. The PSG wonderkid Zaire Emery still needs a lot of game time to reach his maximum potential, but that's where a manager perk could come in real handy. He may even start for some teams who are short of a central midfield option. Now, take a look at this Hungarian hunk. He is very raw and will take a lot of time to be first team standard, but he has 199 potential ability. To give some context, that is higher than Mbappe and Erling Haaland. Let's find out which team takes the gamble.